Hey my friends, Brian here, and I have a fun review of some temporary tattoos from a company called Tattapic, who advertises themselves as offering the most realistic, long-lasting, and custom temporary tattoos you can get. And I really wanted to try these because I didn't see too much online about them, and I wanted to compare them to temporary tattoos from, say, Amazon, which are decent and cheap, but I wanted to see if there was something a little bit higher quality that can print full color custom temporary tattoos. So let's get started. I will start by showing you what I ordered. They come in this cool white envelope here, and I got two of their pre-made designs. So I will show you what I got here. So the first is this cool stylized bear tattoo. And this is their 6x6" size, which I selected. Then I also bought this really cool watercolor style cheetah. Something that impressed me about their pre-made designs was their amount of watercolor designs, which were really well done. And then there's also the instructions, which I will show closer on the screen so you can see what they say. And then lastly is this little yellow packet. So inside the bag here, you'll find a little vial of this liquid, like gooey stuff called Tap Be Real Potion. And what Tap Be Real Potion does is it removes the shininess of the tattoo after you apply it, so it looks like a natural looking tattoo, so it doesn't look shiny and fake. So that's really cool. They provide one per tattoo that you order, basically. And so that's cool that they provide this to really get that natural look for the tattoo. And yeah, I'm very excited to try it out. So I will review the instructions with you. So it says, before applying tattoo, make sure your skin is free of hair, clean and dry. So if you have to shave your skin, shave your skin. It says avoid areas that are flexed, stretched, or pinched. So that's probably a good idea. I'm sure like on your forearm, that would probably be the best, or maybe like your bicep. But I'm actually applying this to my abdomen area, which is a pretty stretchy part of the body. So we'll see how it does there. Next, this is applying your tattoo. Cut tattoo as close as you can to the design. Peel clear film off, place tattoo face down and press firmly. Use a sponge or rag. Wet tattoo for 15 seconds. Slowly peel off paper and let it dry completely. Shake the bottle of Tap Be Real Potion very well. Spread a thin layer over tattoo until shine disappears. Let dry completely. Clean fingers with included alcohol wipe. And then also for removing your tattoo. Soak tattoo with baby oil for a few minutes to soften it up. Next, take some alcohol and rub your tattoo off. And there's the email if you have any questions, but that's pretty straightforward. I really like this little printout they gave you. So I moved to the bathroom here to make it a little bit easier for applying the tattoo. I will tell you why and where I'll be applying. So you can see I have this Becker's Nevis type birthmark. So the cheetah will actually be really good because it's kind of a watercolor with speckles and some whiskers. We'll see how it does with detail, and it has some colors, some blues, some browns. So let's get started. I moved here because the lighting's a little better. I can get close up. So yeah, it says remove the film first. And as you can see, they cut around the design, but it's interesting because on like Amazon tattoos, only the design would be sticky, but the white actually is sticky too. So it's like the white has some glue basically that's transferring. I mean, these temporary tattoos are just like colored glue. So, but yeah, it's interesting how the white also transfers. So it'll be clear, but it's just interesting. So we'll apply it here. I've already shaved the skin. Okay, so let's see how I want it. I'll just put it right here. Okay, now I get my wet washcloth. It says 15 seconds here. Get all nice and wet. press down good. Okay. And yeah, I like to make my birthmark into art. I have a whole nother video on kind of my story on that, but here we go. So that's been about 15 seconds. And the color is looking pretty good. As you can see, it's still wet, so we'll wait for that to dry. Yeah, as I was saying about the white part. So yeah, it's interesting how you can see how the clear part is also yeah. So it's like that's something that is different. It has a clear, part of the tattoo that's actually transferring. So that's a little bit different from what I'm used to. And that's probably why they say to cut as close as you can to the design. So that makes sense. So let's wait till it dries. Okay, so now it's pretty much dry. You can see it's pretty dang shiny, so we're gonna use the Tap Be Real potion to take away that shine. Here we go. Okay, so as you can see, I got most of the shine off pretty well. There's a little bit of shine up here. I guess I can use the last of it up here. But yeah, it took away pretty much all the shine. It's really cool. And the color came out really good. Yeah, this is a pretty neat thing. And you can even see the whisker detail. You can't really see it, but it showed up. So you get pretty detailed with these designs. So as you can see, the application process for Tattapic tattoos is pretty easy and simple, something I really appreciate. It doesn't take too much time, but I want to talk more about some of my pros and cons of the actual tattoo. So some of the pros. The color is great. I really like the way the colors come out on the skin. Any color that you're going to print from these tattoos is going to look really good once you add the Tap Be Real potion. The blacks are very dark, but once you add the potion, it does fade it just a little bit, so it looks a little bit more real in the blacks. And that's something that I thought was really cool. Another thing that worked really well is just the longevity. So these tattoos are waterproof and transfer proof, and they last longer than your average temporary tattoo. If you take care of this tattoo, it can last probably up to 7 days. I take a shower every morning, I sweat at the gym, and I go to the gym often. So this tattoo held up really well during these conditions. And I sleep on my stomach, which adds more sweat and friction. Definitely, this tattoo did not show any degradation until about day 4 or 5, even when I was sleeping on my stomach. So I was pretty impressed with that. No transferring on any white clothes or any of that. Really impressed with the waterproof and transfer proof ability of this tattoo, for sure. Some of the cons relate to the thickness and the texture of this tattoo. So this tattoo is about twice as thick as your average temporary tattoo from Amazon. You can kind of feel it just on your body more. And if you run your hand across it, the tattoo feels a little bit more dry and just different than your other skin. So that's definitely a con I have. The thickness also relates to, the wrinkles on your skin. It'll accentuate your wrinkles a little bit. As far as the degradation, I know some tattoos, they degrade differently. This one kind of degraded from the outside edges, and it kind of like, I don't know, it was kind of like glue. Because it's so thick, it kind of degraded like glue and kind of rolled up from the edges. So that was definitely interesting. Some things I mixed on are just the value. It's hard to justify $15 or $18 tattoo bait versus the ones on Amazon where you get a ton of them for less than $10. But I think you do get enough quality, longevity, and good attributes for this tattoo. It's gonna last a little bit longer, look definitely a lot more real than those other temporary tattoos. And yeah, that's gonna be it for my review. I would definitely recommend this product if you're looking for a color or custom option. They go up to 9 by 9 inches, which is very large. Yeah, one of the largest custom sizes I've seen online. So that's going to be it. My name is Brian. I hope you enjoyed this review. So I hope you enjoyed this video.